Calories are restricted very significantly as I'm preparing for competition. Truth is, the responsibility is still on me to, get the work done, and there's no excuse for not doing it. This is the first time in my life when I've had the opportunity to have Savage Roar. With the traveling and new responsibilities and training at, some of the times when days should have been finished or over, it's proving to serve me well. So technically what we got was 3 exercises for calves, 3 exercises for quads, 3 exercises for hamstrings. We started off with sloping toe presses with donkey calf raises. From there we went into seated calf raises. I'm trying to put a lot of blood in my calves, and I try to think about varying the foot position so I can speak to both the soleus and the gastrocnemius. The gastrocnemius is the larger, usually more dominant muscle of your lower leg. And if you don't strategically aim to speak to the lesser muscle, the smaller muscle, the soleus muscle, chances are, once I get my gastrocnemius pumped with blood, can very easily start to dominate with everything. One of the reasons why you throw a seated calf raise in there, when the knee is bent, it allows you an opportune time to actually activate your soleus. Just aiming for 10 repetitions with each foot position, toes in, heels out, followed up with heels in, toes out, and then parallel. As your calf becomes so gorged with blood, sometimes it becomes very, very, very difficult to maintain that commitment of what can look like really good form. Before actually doing a quad specific exercise, I put blood in my hamstrings, which helps me warm up my knees, believe it or not, as well as the connective tissue. By doing that, I localize the blood, and I'm able to get more blood to go into my quads, more readily aim to work the muscles and not just overtax the joints. Leg extensions and leg curls, 20 reps. Interestingly enough, I find that there are times when I need to almost open up my lower back, even feeling like across my shoulders from the back, I can, drop that bar a little bit lower on my back. And originally when I start out, I hold the bar a lot higher than I think ultimately I can settle into by the, fourth or so sets. I think it just becomes a question of just getting warm and acclimated. Sometimes it can be a very slow process. Sometimes it may be a little quicker. There's a lot of things that you can talk about that would become the reasons why it may take a little bit longer to warm up. People just count sets and reps, but also there's a period in between your set that we use consciously and unconsciously for recovery. But particularly when you're training by yourself, maybe late at night or whenever it is, sometimes your concentration can start to wander. You could end up waking up and realizing, damn, it has been 4 minutes in between a set. One of the ways I've learned to try to combat that is to count in between the set, 30 seconds or 60 seconds, depending on what I'm feeling inside myself. But I think the most important thing that is happening is a call and response relationship, where you're continually asking yourself, what do I feel? A check-in. I'm feeling this way. Okay, am I recovered enough yet? Maybe not. Maybe I am. Well, let's get it. From there, we went right into stiff-legged deadlift at the end. Everything that you display on stage from the rear starts from the floor anyway. There's a natural practice of being able to flex hamstrings, glutes, spinal erectors, lats, traps, rear delts. That's an inventory list that I find myself constantly running through almost on automatic pilot. I remember getting ready for some shows some years back and understanding the significance of doing pullovers with my deadlifts, whether it's a stiff-legged deadlift, whether it's a deadlift. There's just a lot of wonderful benefits of learning how to string those together. Didn't train particularly heavy tonight. I think we were able to get enough effective work done. I find that sometimes I'll have to continue to chip away at that for maybe another 2 days, in an effort to create the result that I'm looking for, to put on the muscle suit that I'll be wearing at the Arnold Classic 2016.